another big event, another pay-per-view. How are you feeling going into this one?
Always feeling amazing, man. This is the part I love the most, these fight weeks, and getting to actually go in there under the lights and perform. I think it's going to be a great fight, and I had great stacked cards, so the fans are going to win from this one.
AJ, we've spoken a few times, and it's always been a case of next man up, right? Regardless of the name, next man up. What does it matter? Just get those wins, get those wins.
Get the wins, get the wins, get the wins.
Yeah?
Yeah. Everyone tries to underestimate me, use my name for clout, and boost their career, do it by fighting me. That's the best way he'll prove himself, is by fighting me.
Jake, you can fight basically anybody. You decide who your opponents are going to be. Why was this man the right opponent for right now?
I think this talk has been part of the conversation, and we've always wanted to fight each other. There's been some shit talk back and forth for a couple of years, and my goal is to become world champion, and the WBA and WBC plan on ranking me depending on my performance, and once I'm ranked, then I can go for the title shot. And he's a formidable opponent, former world champion. It's a great test, 10 rounds to get ready for what ultimately will be a world championship fight one day.
You think there's any chance this man can beat you?
Not a shot in hell. There's nothing he does that can offset anything I'm gonna do to him. Not a single thing. Cardio, pace, output, jabs, body work, inside fighting, wherever the fight goes, however the fight goes, he's gonna be outworked in every single round. And that's just the bottom line.
What is he gonna learn about you on fight night that he doesn't know right now?
He's gonna learn that I'm one of the most heavy-handed, fastest people in the sport of boxing, period. Out of every single weight class, pound for pound, I'm one of the strongest, hardest hitting people in the whole entire sport, and he's gonna learn that.
Think there's any chance you can lose to this man?
With all due respect, you don't underestimate anyone, but I know boxing very well. All this stuff that we talk about, I study Daniel, and I look at some of the things that he says, his characteristics, his boxing talent, you know, his upbringing and so on. All of it's irrelevant. Is he ready? Everything I tell you now is irrelevant. He will see.
So I'll ask both of you now as we wrap up, how does this fight end? Jake, we'll start with you.
Knockout, early rounds, easy work. Another spectacular knockout to add to my highlight reel. And it's gonna be a relatively easy night for me.
Easy night, he says. How do you think this fight ends?
Honestly, speaking from the bottom of my heart, aside from belts and aside from it being him, I'm just ready to.
Uses, and when I beat this man, all the boxing media, like you guys always do, are gonna discredit it. But I'm gonna expose him and I'm gonna embarrass him. You know, he's the embarrassment of Mexico. People don't realize how good I actually am. And when he feels those first punches, he's gonna wanna quit and go back to his stool.
I want to fight Anthony Joshua, exclusive, because I know that I will beat Anthony Joshua. I know I will beat. Knocked out, right? Yeah. He doesn't have a chin, and he has no skill, and he's stiff. And I love you, Anthony. We're friends. But I want to fight you. I will beat Canelo. I will beat a lot of people. I will not beat.
He steps in with Anthony Joshua. And it's a proper fight, and there's no restrictions or anything like that. He's going to get hurt. It is dangerous. It is bad for the sport. It should absolutely not happen. I know that the people will be saying, well, business, money, all these types of things. Come on, man. There's a cut-off point at some point, isn't there? If he steps in with Joshua, Joshua will hurt him badly, and it will reflect badly on the...
The boxing world is buzzing. Jake Paul has just done the unthinkable. He stood face-to-face with Anthony Joshua and called him a quitter. This is more than just trash talk. It's a direct challenge that has everyone talking. On one side, you have a YouTube star who truly believes he can win. On the other, a former heavyweight champion known for his knockout power. This isn't just a fight, it's a clash of two completely different worlds. Jake Paul is speaking with unbelievable confidence. He says he sees weakness in Anthony Joshua. He points to Joshua's recent loss and claims the champion has a weak chin and no real skill. Paul believes this is his big chance to prove everyone wrong. He's not just in it for the money. He wants to shock the world and become a real boxer by beating a legend. But the experts are sounding the alarm. They are not just predicting a loss for Paul. They are worried for his safety.
He's not at the level... Listen, I know that people are down on Anthony Joshua, but we're talking about an Olympic gold medalist and 2-time unified heavyweight champion of the world. Come on. It's disrespectful to the sport. It's like you're saying that lads, you play footy, right? It's like me, who plays for the Dog and Duck, saying that I can get on a pitch with you lads and run rings around you. Not a cat in hell's chance. It's never happening, is it? So come on, let's not be daft about it. If you want an exhibition later on when Joshua's finished, all right, well, maybe have a little bit of a fun then and a little bit of a move around. But as a professional contest, do me a favor.
Don't count him out. You know, I think that's a very dangerous fight for Jake Paul. But at the end of the day, you know, we could have a big upset, you know. But I think that AJ is too much for Jake Paul at this point, and he's bigger than Jake Paul. And I don't think that's not the case, that he's gonna get Jake Paul. At the end of the day, Jake Paul has been training hard too, and you know, he's a pretty good fighter. I don't think he would take him out in 2-3 rounds. I think maybe in the later rounds, or it might go to decision, you know, but I don't think that Jake Paul can take AJ out. I mean, or AJ could take Jake Paul. Maybe, you know, but I don't know. It's just going to be an exciting fight. I think I want
100% respect to Jake Paul, but that's a dangerous fight for him. He probably gets knocked out, and I'm not trying to be a hater. I'm not saying nothing bad, but Anthony Joshua is Anthony Joshua. You know, he's multiple-time champion, Olympic gold medalist. You know what I mean? The last time somebody stepped in the ring with him that didn't have that much boxing experience was Ngannou, and you've seen what happened to him. Yeah. But big respects to Jake Paul. It's going to be a good card. You know what I mean? It's a big fight. And it's a good fight, man. I give 100% respect to Jake Paul for even...
Get a load of money to knock Jake Paul's spark out. That's it, mate. I want to see him get chinned. I do. And if we're going to get paid a fortune for the pleasure, sign me up. That's it. That's it. You know, I mean, I'm kind of past the days of trying to spin it to you. And you're better off saying to the fan, why are you doing this? For the money and for the giggles. That's really... No, tiny. I'm a big boy.
They say the difference between these two men is too big. Joshua is an Olympic gold medalist and a 2-time world champion. Paul is still a beginner. The experts warn that Joshua's punches could cause real, serious damage. They feel this fight is too dangerous and should not happen. For Anthony Joshua, this fight is a tricky situation. The money he will make is a life-changing amount, but his reputation is on the line. If he wins easily, people will say, so what? He was supposed to win. But if the fight is hard, or if Paul lands a good punch, people will say Joshua is finished as a top fighter. He is under massive pressure to not just win, but to win in a devastating way.
Everywhere I've been going, I just talk about Anthony, and I don't have, you know, I'm global, so it's just such a good fight for the sport of boxing, and people will think I will die, but I will show them why I can rise against all odds and beat him.
Not everybody thinks you'll die. Tyson Fury says you'll knock Joshua out. What's your response to that?
Smart guy. He sees what I see, I think, which is a weak chin in Joshua and a guy who's very, very beatable.
Lastly, if this is happening, what's your final word to Joshua as you leave Wembley, where you may face him next?
Man, I'm going to embarrass you in front of the whole world and steal your whole legacy and embarrass.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen. I want it to happen here. All the odds stacked against me. I believe that I will beat him and shock the world and create one of the biggest upsets in boxing history. You beating Anthony Joshua. I seen that. He's backing me. He's a smart lad.
Yeah, and did you see the fight that's reportedly being worked on for December 19th in Miami?
Did I see the fight being worked on December 19th in Miami?
Yeah.
No.
Did you know which fight I'm talking about?
No.
Right now.
Jake Paul, Joshua.
Oh, Jesus. That's a f***ing bad idea. That's a bad idea. But let me tell you what. A lot of people watch that one.
Will you watch it?
Sure. You know what everybody's tuning in for on that one. Then I think everybody's going to get what they've finally been waiting for.
I'm sure that AJ will go in as a massive favourite, former 2-time world champion, naturally a natural big heavyweight, gold medalist Olympic Games against a guy who never had any amateur fights. What's he had, about 10 or 12 pro fights? Been accused of not fighting got to take your hat off to Jake Paul. He's stepping right up. He's going in with a live fighter, and you know it's going to be a tough night for him. I think he'll be a big underdog for obvious reasons, but he believes he can win.
In 2 rounds, he wants to hang up the gloves and never look at boxing ever again.
Do you not think that's the perfect fight for his tune-up to them fights?
So why is this fight so fascinating? It's because of the drama. We all want to see if the impossible can happen. Can Jake Paul's confidence and wild style actually work against a skilled powerhouse like Joshua? Or will this be a short and brutal lesson in the realities of boxing? The consequences are huge. If Paul loses badly, his boxing career might be over. If Joshua struggles, his legacy will be damaged forever. This is a high-stakes gamble where 2 men are risking everything. The money, the fame, and their health are all on the line. One thing is for sure, when that bell rings, the entire world will be watching.